So I know you guys know that we're getting a new expansion pack in a few days, but just as a reminder, we're also getting 2 kits at the same time. So we get these 2 kits coming with the expansion pack, and we get 2 kits later this month. For the kits that are coming in the expansion pack, we were finally able to get a little peek at what's going to be included. So we're in the game right now, going to click on the store, going to go over to kits, and we have Tea Time Solarium and Silver Screen Style. So these are the ones that come out on Thursday. So let's go ahead and take a gander. I don't think the other 2 are in here yet, so I'm just going to scroll down just in case. No. So the other 2, the ones that are coming out in later in February. But let's look at Tea Time Solarium. It's a build kit, so these are the ones that's gonna, jump out to me the most. But what's in this pack? Sip tea in sunlight while surrounded by elegant decor and close friends with the Sims 4 Tea Time Solarium kit. Host tasteful, elevated gatherings with tea sets, treat trays, and ample natural light streaming in through huge, beautiful windows as well as glass doors and roofs. Kit features gatherings in glass. Design a social space that is not quite outside yet still separate from the daily bustle of your main house, with windowed walls, a flowering trellis, a discreet speaker shaped like a rock, that's kind of cool, and furniture fit for a garden or sitting room. You'll craft the perfect spot to spill the tea with friends. Tasteful and tasty. An elegant tea party requires a beautiful space, good conversation, and of course tea, as well as other refreshments. This collection features a delicate tea and treat tray that are both functional and lovely to look at, as well as a new banquet table. You're buying a light. Okay, cool. So build mode. So it's like I said, this is a build kit. There's 23 items. So we have the treat. I'm guessing this is the treat tray. And when they say functional, I'm guessing if you can click on this, you can probably get a treat. I know there was a cookie jar and a cereal that does a cereal box that came with other recent kit that kind of had the same thing. So there we have that. We have a rug, a banquet table. Looks like all the default swatches are like green and yellow, but if you look at the image up here, like everything comes in white too, at the very least. So I'm assuming there's gonna be a few other colors, but they show white in the main images, but then they show kind of a green down here. Okay, so we have the banquet table. This is the speaker that is shaped like a rock, telling because got the little circle there, so it's a speaker. Little ornate chair, the cushion that kind of goes to this table, a drink cart. This looks very nice. I think this is that trellis, so I'm guessing this just goes up like a wall decoration. We have a tea set, which I'm assuming like the drink cart, since it's functional, you click on this, you can maybe fill a tray with tea, or you just get a cup of tea. Maybe it functions kind of like a coffee maker in that regard. We have a door, a variant of the door that is open. Once again, I think I mentioned this when we go over stuff for Royalty and Legacy. I wish we just had like the ability to just be able to open the doors. The doors can open. I just wish we had an option to like click it and toggle whether they stay open or stay closed instead of having to do 2 separate items. But who knows? We did just get a stairs update, so maybe in like another 10 years we'll get a door update. So yeah. We have an umbrella, a few windows. Looks like a small window, probably a medium, probably a small wall height window, a wider version of this, and then a wider version of that. Looks like a dining table, like maybe like a 1 tile wide dining table. This might be the banquet table. If this is the banquet table, then this is probably just a regular dining room table. But this is probably a banquet table just because it's a little bit longer. Looks like we have a shelf thing. I'm not sure. This looks like a tabletop thing. Let me see if we have it. You can see the images up here. Yeah, it's a little, you can kind of see it right there. It's a little tabletop thing. From the distance, it kind of looks like a shelf, but we have a plant, I guess a creamer set. This is probably just like a clutter item. And then a fountain, a very cute like hanging wall light with a little bit of like greenery on it, and a vase that's like a picture made into a vase. So this looks like some really cute stuff. It looks like, so I said we have the green down here, we have the white in the pictures, but then we have like a brown variant on the actual like image for the kit. So a few different color options. All of it looks like super cute. It's not a whole lot, but I can see this fitting in pretty well with Royalty and Legacy, which is probably why they're like kind of bundling everything together. But yeah, so Tea Time Solarium all. Let me know what you guys think. And while you do that, let's take a look at Silver Screen Style. This is another one that's also coming out when Royalty and Legacy comes out. You can also get I think it's the Grand Bundle. You can get them all together. But cut a bold figure in striking styles inspired by the mystique of a classic era with the Sims 4 Silver Screen Style kit. Exude graceful power as head of the family. So I guess that's leaning into the Dynasty thing. By pairing a dramatic gown with bold accessories, or go for iconic, intriguing look of a trench coat and hat to hide your eyes while you search for secrets. This kit is about stepping into the roles of a larger-than-life characters. Bold, beautiful, dangerous. Look confident and capable in sparkling jewelry, a faux fur trimmed coat, and sleek shoes in addition to gowns and suits that create classic silhouettes. Look the part. Embody an unstoppable persona. Dress for the moment you discover a scandal, reveal your secret plot, or get away with your prize. These are dramatic looks for when you want to feel iconic. So looking at this is kind of going, I think, for like a 40s and 50s like Hollywood good like Hollywood look. I think they mentioned somewhere, I thought they mentioned like old Hollywood, but silver screen. Yeah, kind of like I'm imagining like a 40s and 50s type vibe. The pictures kind of lend themselves to that as well. And it looks like we have the Goths here and the pancake. Oh, we got all the classics. So we got Bob in his suit, Nancy in like this leopard print coat, which I think is actually super adorable. I really like this gown on Bella. I don't know what her fingers are doing something weird there, but okay. I think that's Lothar, that's Dawn. Morty's like WTF. I think that's Joffrey. I'm guessing these are the Calientes. I don't know which one is which, but we got all the classics are in here. Is there another picture too? Yeah, I think these are just new characters, but this stuff's super cute. I don't know if I would necessarily use like the men's fashion, just because it is kind of boxy. It is kind of points to a specific time period, but I think like the women's fashion, you could easily see this like out and about daily. So I don't think the women's fashion is a little more usable like all around, whereas the men's fashion is definitely kind of like going back to like that old Hollywood era. With all that, I'm only basing this on a couple pictures. Let's actually scroll down and see what's all in this kit. So we have 28 items. So we have looks like a woman's blouse that has like a separate like shoulder thing. Like the sleeves might be like separate piece from like the top. That's what I'm guessing, just because there's a line here. We have a suit with a trench coat. So it's like a full body outfit, kind of like a suit, like a sport jacket or like a suit jacket for a female. Just a full closed up trench coat, a longer like below knee length skirt, another suit, and then I guess this is like the faux fur like trench coat they were hinting at. We have some kind of low, actually as far as like heels go, there's probably nicer looking ones they have in the game. It's a very old style like men's dress shoes, especially like those multi-tones, like a pearlescent like necklace with a little like a light blue like stone. We have, I guess this is just a top version, I guess, of like the fur coat. We have a suit jacket, bunch of rings, pretty nice looking gown with a little slit, and then we have like the high-waisted like suspenders, like just like a men's fashion from like 40s or 50s. We have a necklace, a little glove, longer version, like more open trench coat. I'm guessing this comes with the dress underneath of it. Another dress. This one looks like kind of like strap. I can't tell if that's strapless or they're just like, it might just be like the sleeves, not. I was gonna say like no like shoulders or straps, but I think there is like a little bit of a shoulder there. We have a pair of pants. And then we have a hat, like a fedora, a kind of like a bomber jacket. That's what that reminds me of. Glasses, a headscarf, another hat, kind of like a suit, like tuxedo jacket. So got the bow tie with a scarf on it. It's like 2 or 3 different shirts in there. Well, you have like 2 button downs, and then you have like I think it's ascot, whatever that like the neckerchief is. And then another ring. I'm guessing this is a maybe female frame versus male frame, but other than colors, these look pretty much the same. So that's it. These are kits, so they're not going to have a huge amount of items, but they have what they have in here looks pretty nice across both of them. So let me go back, and because we didn't actually blow up these images before. So looking at the images, like we have all the white variants, we have the windows. I'm surprised that this doesn't have like this one, the Solarium kit. I'm surprised this one doesn't have like glass walls. Like I would think they'd have like a glass wall variant. It looks like they just have the windows, but okay. And then yeah, it's just the windows. I mean, it looks super cute. It looks like the roof. Maybe there are walls, because it said there was roofs. I don't know, maybe there are glass walls, because it did say glass roofs and we don't actually see them below, but I'm guessing this is the glass roof. I'm assuming these go with that. So yeah, I guess we'll find out in a few days, but I think that pretty much covered most of it. So thank you guys for watching another video. If you like this video, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Please leave a comment what you think of either one of these kits, whether you prefer build by cast kits, whether you hate kits at all. Yeah, just let me know. If you've not already subscribed to this channel, please consider doing so. I am trying to grow this channel. You guys have been such an immense and amazing support for that so far, so thank you. But with all that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, my friends, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.